Hello everyone and welcome to the Edmonds Racing Preview Show. We've got a new little spot this week down on ground level, and good to have the full complement back. Trent's back from Scone, Toby back from Rocky the previous week on assignment with feature race runners. And Trent, how was Scone? It looked like a bit of a party atmosphere down there for the carnival, and Beyond Fate was a pretty good run.
Yeah, it's the first time I've sort of been down there for the races kind of thing, and it was good, yeah. Beyond Fate ran well. The other fella probably always going to be too short for him anyway. He just got back out of his ground and running okay. But Beyond Fate was good first up, and he'll improve again. Back
home and see what's next for him.
Yeah, I'd say we stick around a similar journey, probably 1200 metre class 1 somewhere, and it'd be hard to beat.
Okay, and Tobe, you're on assignment Eagle Farm for Alpine Edge.
Yep.
The big run last week in the Doomben 10,000. Obviously, you said it was going to be a test for him against the big guns, out of his age group and that sort of thing.
Yep.
And he ran home, looked to the eye nice. You happy with his effort?
Yeah, well, look, he drew awkward, as you know. He drew 12 or something, and he had a pretty wide run with cover, which probably was as good a run as he was going to get anyway. Back in the field, ran on good. Beat Group 1 horses home, so I'd say he's on track to, I'd say he's passed that test. I was concerned about him racing at that level, but he loves Eagle Farm. He's better going our way. Second up, he was so good the other day, and he'll improve again. So where we go with him, there's a couple of options: either the Kingsford Smith or the 3-year-old race, the 1400, which is Fred Best. That gets you ballot free into the Stradbroke. So it's got a pretty hard thinking week ahead to come.
Okay.
Which way we go.
Yeah, and obviously the Lucky Clover guy's happy with proud of his performance too.
Yeah, all the guys in it, most of them were there, and I think, I've got to be honest, a few of us probably thought he'd run a nice 10th, and that's not being rude,
It's just being realistic.
It's just the level that
realistic. Well, it was a genuine Group 1 race,
sure.
Like Paul Early, the winner. The winner's going to be, in the market in the Everest, so
yep.
I'd suggest it's a genuine Group 1, and to run on from where he did, we will hopefully do that, and he did it, so that was good. But it wouldn't have surprised us to see him run 8th or 10th and
sure.
get beat half a dozen lengths either. But credit to the track up there too. The other day, I thought it rained all day, which we haven't had at Eagle Farm since we've been back racing on it. It's, they've had rain up to the day, and it's performed okay. They wouldn't have raced anywhere else in the country, I don't think, with that amount of rain, and to be able to race on it, and then for it to manage through the whole meeting with the rain day.
Yeah, visibility
was a credit to it. So I've got to give the boys, the Eagle Farm guys, a rap. Jimmy Roberts up there doing a great job, and the whole team, I suppose.
Yeah, it would have been a stressful week for them, no doubt, with the change and everything from Doomben to Eagle Farm. But good.
I don't think they were prepared for it. I think
I think it made sense.
It made complete sense. The track's such a good draining track. It has got its issues with its firmness and whatnot, but that's what it was built for, and that part of the track is fantastic. But once this Kikuyu comes through it, I'm sure it'll be the world-class track that it's meant to be. So in time, these things do take a bit of time, but as I mentioned, it performed pretty good the other day, I think.
Yep. Okay. Very good. We'll keep an eye out for that decision on Alpine Edge. Maybe
yep.
I guess you're going to make that call within the next week or so.
Well, Saturday week, so we'll be nominating both ways. Have to decide. I'm not sure whether we can accept in 2 races, but of course one's a Group 1 race, but we'll just have to play it out and see what happens.
Anyway, good problem to have with options for him.
Exactly.
Okay, well, let's get into this weekend's racing action. You did have Burning Bell entered for the Doomben meeting, but you're going to go for a backup option with her because she drew barrier 17.
Yeah. So rain predicted again tomorrow, which is
part of the
6
course,
months ago.
which is not good, especially over to Doomben. Another 20 to 40 mil predicted here at the Gold Coast. So I don't know about Brisbane, but if Doomben get that up there, they might be in trouble as well. So I've elected to. We'll send her to the Sunny Coast on Sunday, and she can run up there she won't run if it's heavy. If they don't run on the poly, if it's heavy up there, she won't run either. So
just save her until
Yep, save
you
her
find
until-
a suitable track.
yeah.
Okay, well, Trent, let's touch on the Gold Coast Saturday. I guess, weather's going to be a key factor here as well. The track's still obviously in that heavy range. You got 2 runners entered in the Class 5 handicap over the 1100, Lisa Louise and Alcone. Lisa potentially resuming after a good prep for the team last time in, and Alcone last start winner.
Yeah, she's come back beautiful, Lisa. She a little bit stronger, a little bit more condition. This is her first full prep with us. I think she had 4 or 5 starts down south prior to coming to us last time, and we squeezed another couple out of her. She seems to be going good, trialled up beautifully. Robbie had an absolute stranglehold on her, but she won't run if it's going to be a bog, and it looks that way. Alcone, last start winner. I thought he'd been working towards that for the first couple of starts of this prep. I was bloody surprised to see him leading, but I suppose that's why you put the calibre of jockey like Callow on. Just banged into the front and made good use of him. Got him into a great rhythm, and it was a pretty easy watch in the end. He's going good, wet track suits, so he'd be the one of the 2 there. Obviously, Lisa looking for further as well, so he's in good form, and I said he's probably the bet there.
And he'd run regardless, as in heavy track or poly.
Well, the other day they called it off after he won. It was absolutely bottomless, and he seemed to get through it well.
Yep, okay. Very good. Oh, well, there's a bit of insight there. And Toad Perito's entered for the Class 2 handicap, but there's also an option for Toowoomba Saturday night in a Class 3 over the 1225.
Yeah, so she couldn't run here if they race here. She could run on the poly if they went there. Other than that, she'll go to Toowoomba.
Okay. And what did you make of... she's had a month since that first up run, trialled well prior, and she'd come along since then?
Yeah, she's sort of at the crossroads, really, of her career. Needs to perform this weekend to drive on with her, I think. Otherwise she'd go off to stud. She hasn't done a bad job. She's a stakes place getter, I think.
Saturday winner in stakes place.
At 3, so I'd suggest, she's at that, as I said, the crossroads, whether she's got the will to do it now.
Okay.
So we'll give her that chance on the driest track we can find, I suppose. She's going well enough. It's just a matter of her wanting to do it, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Let's move over to the Sunshine Coast Sunday. Burning Bell, as we mentioned, and Empress Zoo's entered for the same race, which is cutest 3-year-old benchmark 65 handicap. Burning Bell, if runs going well.
Yeah, blinkers on. First time, just to straighten her up a bit. She was obviously going to go to the Denise's Joy at Scone the other day, but got balloted out. So we missed there, unfortunately. Save for this weekend, and seems to continue to be going quite well. Looks like a nice grade of race for her anyway. And the other filly, Empress Zoo, she's first up. That might be a bit sharp for her over that journey, but she'll be steaming home late, and just watch for her for the rest of the prep.
Okay, all right, well, good luck to connections there. And then, so the final runner entered for the weekend's Bold Performer in a Class 3 handicap over the 1400, and ran well in Class 2 company last start, and then with the step up in grade, obviously drops in weight a little bit.
Yeah, so be interesting if this is when he gets put onto the poly track. He's won twice, I think, at Cambridge in New Zealand on the synthetic.
Well, there you go.
So he obviously likes that. I thought he ran reasonably well at Ipswich. Might have went a bit keen, or the tempo was a bit solid, for him to be able to finish off. But he's a bit of a work in progress, this horse. He's got some ability, we think. Just hasn't quite shown it here to date yet. When he first came over, he was galloping up really strongly, and we thought he might have been one of those nice New Zealand horses to come out of there and progress, but he just hasn't done it yet. But change a few things around in his work this time through, so hopefully that works, and he can put his best foot forward. Certainly going well enough to run well, but he's another one that we need to see do it.
Okay.
And whether it's this time or next time, I'm not sure, but he will get there. And once he gets there, I'm quite confident he'll go on with it. So we'll see.
Okay. All right, well, good luck to connections involved there with Bold Performer, and that's the runners, fellas. So it's a bit of a tricky one, obviously, with some of the runners that are entered over the weekend with weather scenarios and everything. But can we find a best bet or something each way?
I would think maybe Alcone again, but just going back at 100 metres in journey might be a bit of concern, but he's in good form. So stick with him.
Good chance.
Well, I'll go Burning Bell. as long as they go to the poly up there, I think she could nearly win. It's hard to give a good bet because Alcone probably gets his chance here if they race here. But if it goes to the poly, might be completely different. So you need to keep an eye on where these races actually end up, whether they're on the grass or on the poly. So, but I think if they go to the poly on Sunday, Burning Bell's a good chance.
Okay, all right. Well, there you go. 2 little runners to follow there, and good luck to everyone over the weekend.
Perfect. Thank you.
Good luck.